Hey guys, welcome back to Kane's Observations. My name is Michael. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I'm super glad to have you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so anytime that I make a new video, you guys are aware of that and you guys could check it out. And if you like this video, guys, hit that like button so I can go ahead and share that with others. And if you dislike that video, guys, go ahead and hit that dislike button. So guys, the Thermaltake P3 rebuild is finally done. Let's go. Only downside, I don't have the machine here with me, guys. So unfortunately, he did have to come get it early, so there wasn't enough time to make a video, but I do have a bunch of photos. I am going to show you guys what it looks like, and today I want to talk a little bit about the build itself. So he did bring over the power supply that he had in the Thermaltake P3 rebuild. He did tell me that it did work. Now, when his machine did leak, it leaked all over the thing. So I did test the power supply. It did work, but I was really nervous about using it. My luck, I would have put it in the machine, and then a week later it would have died, or there would have been, I don't know, just something would have went wrong. So I went ahead and I put a new power supply in there. I did go with another EVGA. This is an 850 watt G5. It's the same exact power supply that I have in Megatron 2.0. So I did go ahead and replace the power supply. Most of the fittings that you guys will see with these pictures in the rebuild, most of them are Bitesky. All the compression fittings are from Bitesky. They are the gunmetal gray. They're the same exact fittings that were used in Megatron 1.0, and I really, really like the way that they look in this rebuild. I did have to use a couple of EKWB's black nickel fittings, the fittings that I used in Megatron 2.0. I don't think they clash too much with the Bitesky fittings. All in all, I think the machine came out fantastic. Now, here's something funny. So we were talking back and forth, and I was telling him, I'm like, watch me when I hook up, the power reset. Watch me put it on wrong. And I was joking, saying, if I do that, it's going to be a real pain because of the way that the bottom radiator is placed, and everything's super, super tight. So I won't be able to access it, and I didn't have a chance to test it to make sure it worked. But we were joking back and forth, going what a pain that would be. Well, I ended up hooking it up wrong. I ended up putting it on the wrong two pins. It needs to go on the bottom two. So we have to turn the motherboard on. We have to turn the whole PC on by the motherboard. And can it be fixed without having to drain the entire loop, take off the tubes and pull the radiator out? I think so. If you have a long pair of needle nose pliers, you could probably get in behind it and put it on. But, that's why I don't talk about things that could go wrong, because then, karma, and they end up going wrong. So, but that's something that we have to fix. It's not really a big deal, because once the machine's on, it's on. When he does drain the loop and refresh the water, he can just take the bottom radiator out. It's just two tubes, pull it out, and, fix the power reset on that. So that was a little mistake. Also, what was really a pain, as you guys can see from the photo, on the CPU block, on the outlet going into the VRMs, the tube was so small, it was really a pain trying to get that connected. But there wasn't too many issues on this build. I really think it came out amazing. His temperatures are good. I think he sent me a screenshot. The 8700K overclocked at 5 gigahertz. It's idling between 23 and 25 Celsius, and it's not getting over like 55 Celsius at full load. That's running a stress test for like 8 hours. The GPU, the temperatures are excellent there. So, the radiators in this machine are the exact same in Megatron 2.0. I think I told you guys in the last video, he does have on the bottom the Black Ice Slim, the GTS 360, and on the top the EKWB 60mm XE. I love those radiators. They're both amazing. Again, the bottom rad, the Hardware Labs GTS, best slim radiator for low RPM fans. And as you guys know me, I don't want my computer sounding like a jet engine. As I always state, I want it to be super quiet. So his rig is dead silent. I think I asked him last night what he has his fans, the RPM set on his fans, and I think he has them around 700 RPMs. You can't hear him at all. and his rig is dead silent. You can hear the pump a little bit, but again, you can hear the pump in any water cooled machine. Even in my D5 and Megatron over here, you can hear the pump, but it's pretty silent. So always be aware when you're building a water cooled PC. You know, if you want it to be super quiet, your pump really matters. And your fans really matter, and especially your radiators. You know, you want to make sure that, you know, you're getting radiators that don't need high RPM fans if noise is a big factor for you, like it is for me. So all in all, I think the build came out really nice. I really like working with distro plates. I think it's a great addition to PC water cooling. One of my favorite features in the Lian case, and I stated this before, is how the power supply is mounted in the back of the case. It always makes for much more of a cleaner build, and you have much more room to work with inside the case when you don't have the power supply in the bottom left hand corner, you know, taking up 20 or 30% of the space down there. So that's really nice. I just like everything about this build. The only things that I would change if it was my personal build, I would definitely replace the GPU. It being an older 1080 Ti, it works great for him. I just think that, you know, the top of the his GPU, I think it doesn't, because it's got like a gold or silver, because it's his gigabyte, and it doesn't match well with the rest of the build. So I would go ahead and replace the GPU. I would definitely replace the CPU block because he's got that clear acrylic, and I would get some sort of either matte black or you know, what I have over in Megatron, the Velocity series, the all nickel. So those are the only two things that I would really replace in the build. I'm not a super fan of the Thermaltake ring fans. I don't really like them. What I'm about to do in Megatron 2.0 is I'm about to upgrade the fans in them. I'm getting a lot of vibration and it's kind of weird. I could feel it on my desk. So I'm going to replace those fans. I'm kind of looking online today to see what I want to get and, you know, what I want to replace them with. I'm not sure yet, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But all in all, he's super stoked. It came out great. It's a lot better than what his machine looked like in the past. I did tell him, make sure you use a can of air, you keep it clean, you blow it out, you know, every couple months, you know, you flush out the water and refresh it. He is going to put some biocide inside it to make it last longer, to keep the bacteria down. I don't do that in Megatron 2.0. I just drain it out, you know, every 30 or 60 days and just refresh the water. And it seems to be working fine. It doesn't look like anything's growing inside Megatron 2.0. The water is crystal clear, you know, and I really like that because it looks really nice in the acrylic. So all in all, it was a very easy build, a lot easier than all the issues that I had with Megatron 2.0. And, you know, even having the power reset wrong, that's not really that big of an issue because, you know, as I stated, I really think you can get some needle nose pliers and grab it and kind of slide it on. But again, you know, once you turn it on the motherboard, the rig stays running 24/7 anyways, and, you know, he could go ahead and fix that a couple months down the line when he drains the loop and refreshes it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys like the pictures. Please comment down below and let me know what you guys think. If you really like the build, what would you have done different? I kind of was limited on what I had to work with, and I will post in the description below of all the parts that I went ahead and used in this build. And like I stated, the EKW distro plate, the newer models have the 4.2 pump, which is nice considering all the issues that everybody was having with the DDC 3.1. So, but that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoy this build. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.